So, how can you practice the contents of the lick library? There are two main ways to practice licks: in isolation and in context. In isolation comes first. Begin by choosing a lick and learn how to play and explain it in its original key. Then, transpose it into different keys and build up to playing the lick in time through various key cycles, such as the cycle of fourths, major thirds, minor thirds, tones, or semitones. Let's try this method with lick 2 from the library. Here's how the lick sounds in tempo. And now for the analysis. The lick begins on the third, and then rises chromatically to the fifth, before falling chromatically back to the third. The lick ends by falling through a major 6 shape, built off the root, outlining the third, root, 6th, and 5th. So that's the lick in its original key. Now let's try it in a different key. How about a minor third lower, in G major? So, the lick begins on the third, and then rises chromatically to the 5th, before falling chromatically back to the third. The lick ends by falling through a major 6 shape, built off the root, outlining the third, root, 6th, and 5th. The next step is to continue transposing the lick until it feels comfortable in different keys. Then you can try playing it in time through a key cycle. Here's how it sounds moving down a minor third each time. The second way to practice licks is in context. Through practicing the lick in isolation, you can now play it in different keys. The next step is to add it to your solos. Choose a standard that you're familiar with, and every time you land on the chord type that the lick outlines, play the lick in the relevant transposition. Let's give it a try on All the Things You Are. Lick 2 from the library outlines a major 7 chord, so every time I land on a major 7 chord, I'm going to play the lick. Working on licks develops 4 main skills. Firstly, harmonic awareness. Through playing and analysing licks, you learn how jazz greats outline specific chords and cadences. Then, you can apply these same musical concepts in your own solos. Secondly, key fluency. One way to practice licks is through transposition. By learning licks in multiple keys and moving them through various key cycles, it develops your ability to think and improvise in all keys. Thirdly, aural skills. Learning the labels for specific lick components and playing a wide range of licks that use these components in turn develops your aural skills. It makes it easier to hear, recognise and play back these components when you later hear them when transcribing or playing with others. Finally, musician-specific language. Through studying how Charlie Parker improvises on different chords and cadences, you'll notice the same devices and components being used. Just how people have their own speaking language, jazz musicians have their own improvising language.